Before we get started, I got to give a little shout out to Hafty. Hafty is the perfect layering shirt for women. It adds a sleeve and a neckline to all of your sleeveless tops, dresses, and jumpers and allows you to wear all of today's fashions without all the extra bulk and heat, but you get to do it modestly. So I've actually got one on. This is our brand new ruche sleeve, cuts off right here. It is perfect for this maxi dress and just gives me a more modest coverage, but it also lets me extend my wardrobe all year round. Go ahead and use Her Layered Life to save 15% off your first purchase. Go check us out at hafty.com. This episode is brought to you by Modest Molly Boutique, where timeless style meets modern modesty. From everyday essentials to show-stopping statement pieces, Modest Molly helps you feel confident, chic, and true to yourself. Shop their latest collections online at modestmolly.com and discover modest fashion you'll actually love wearing. Hi, I'm Amanda Barker, mom of 8, founder of Hefty, and host of Her Layered Life. This podcast is about the layers it takes for women to build businesses and the power that's unleashed when we choose to back them with our dollars. Each week, you'll hear from the women owned businesses, influencers, startups, and sometimes just me pulling back the curtain, all to show that small shifts in our spending can spark a movement that strengthens families, businesses, and communities. Today, I am so excited. I think I'm going to start saying that. I think I've said that every single episode. I'm so excited, but I really am in my heart. I just want everyone to know I kind of have a problem back in the day. I mean, I still do it, but even in college, my girlfriend Tracy, she'd be like, "Do you realize you say I love you to everybody?" And I was like, "I actually do love them." And then one time we left like a Nike store and I told the guy that I loved him for helping me get shoes. And I was like, just told that guy you love them. And I was like, I did. He helped me. I was so happy that he helped me. I found the perfect shoes. He's like, you can't tell everybody. So Tracy like came up, this is a total random, and I know it's random. It's fine though. My friend in college, we came up with a love system. And it's the love levels of one, 1 to 5. Okay. And she's like, I need to know at what level you love that person. Because if you tell this person and that person that you love them, I'm very confused. And then you tell me that you love me. Like, how do I know if you actually love anybody? And I said, okay. So she'd randomly be like, okay, you just said I love you to that person. At what level do you love them? I'd be like a level 2. Yeah, like a 2. Anyways, that's gonna be I'm a level 5 excited. We are welcoming Grace Evans today. We actually just met a few weeks ago in person at Zupa's. And I honestly, from the second I met her, I just loved her. I really did. I just loved
Aw, the feeling's mutual.
well, I really appreciate you coming on today. Grace is an influencer, so if you are on social media, tell us your handle.
No, Grace Vans. It's actually Grace Evans, but in the handle, I didn't want there to be 2 E's because then you read it as Grace Evans, and I don't so
Oh, smart.
so I say Grace Vans.
I'm glad that I made you do that because I did feel like I might get it wrong, like I did a couple weeks ago with another little gal that was on, Alyssa, and I said her social was 5th she teaches 5th grade, and she let me say it, like, once, and then I said it again, she's like, "It's actually she teaches 5th," which is so literally embarrassing because we have worked with her for
You'd had
years.
the collection with her.
Yeah, yeah, and I got her Instagram handle wrong. So I learned from that, but then I just spewed all the details out, so it doesn't matter. Everyone knows I screwed it up anyways. Lee, I want you to first start kinda tell me I mean, it's a little bit cheating because the beauty of the people that you're gonna see on this podcast are people that I know, right? They're or kinda know, or that I've had conversations with, and we had a great conversation
Best
that
friends,
yeah, we're basically besties now, and
sisters.
yeah, basically, thank God. But so I know all these things in my head about you, so I'm gonna figure out how to get all those fun stories that I really liked about you. But real quick before we kinda get into that, again, I just wanna reiterate the point of Her Layered Life and the reason why I started Her Layered Life was to bring women together and to help one another build our businesses together. Uh, as influencers, I really believe influencers are little micro small businesses, right? That probably a lot of you never knew what it could do as far as like financially, monetarily, but really, and then all the ins and the outs and the layers that it really does take. I think people think, "Oh, she just posts on stories and reels, that must be the life," right? Like, that's, like, the classic, "Oh, oh, you're an influencer, okay, what do you do? Wear clothes all day?" Like, no, there's a lot more to
Try
it.
being an influencer for a day.
You know?
Guys seen that?
Yeah, this what my kids always do. That's what I think about. But, anyways, but the importance of bringing women together, supporting each other, and as a business owner, like, as a product-based business owner, it is so important that we have the support of influencers, and I've talked to Grace about this before, but the problem is that small businesses, we cannot compete with big box store budgets. It's very, very hard for us to compete. So finding opportunities and ways that influencers and women-owned businesses, we can work together and still both of us have a ton of success and support Grace and the influencers in their line of work, which is a line of work, but also being able to do it in a way that as a business we can make money, really, essentially, right? So that's kind of the whole point, but then also bringing in the consumer, the woman who is, I don't know if I told you this before. Did I tell you this at lunch? The 80% of, I didn't want that anymore. The 80 it's bugging me. 80, I'll get that later. Cody, 80% of consumable purchases are made by women. Did you know that?
I think you did tell me
80%.
this.
And then I kind of was digging a little bit deeper and but only 2% of the 80% goes back into women-owned businesses. And so the whole point or the whole exciting part is even if we shifted 5% of that, so upped it by 3 points, we could put back into the economy, specifically into women-owned businesses, $1.15 trillion dollars. That's crazy. That's the kind of power women have when we choose to buy intentionally. So, um, anyways, that's a little side gig. I want to know why and how, and if you even meant to become an influencer.
No. Um, no, no. I think I could give you guys the whole lore of, like, not feeling good enough or cool, and, like, there is an aspect to that, like, where I think growing up, I just, like, didn't feel like I quite fit in, and, like, I think if you had talked to, like, 16, 17-year-old Grace and been like, "You're gonna do influencing," I would have been like, "There's no way. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not cool enough. I'm not funny enough. I don't have enough money. My style, not great." So, I back then, it actually wasn't though, so
Well,
I
I'm looking at you
I
thinking you're kinda killing it now, so
I put on a pair of heels and I feel really put together. Yeah, no, I think just it was never intentional. I went on my mission and then me and my mission companion, we ran the social media for
Oh,
I
okay.
served in Washington D.C. And so for the entire North America Northeast region, we would go into these trainings and like help train other missionaries on how to run advertisements on Facebook, which was like I was like 19. I had no idea what I was doing. And I'm like, yeah, just click this part of the ad. I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I did end up learning. We did that. It was like a half and half mission. So like I did half in-person teaching for people in DC and then the other half was online. And so like we baptized people from like Nigeria or like whatever. It was
Oh,
cool.
interesting.
It
So
was
you
super
taught the
cool.
gospel even in not
Online.
even the United States,
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah. I've never taught a single American, which was kind of fun because I served in America, but
Oh my
all of the people
goodness.
I taught were like
In
different
other
places. Yeah.
countries.
It was
Holy
super cool.
cow,
So
that is very cool.
super fun. But long story short, I came home from my mission and I was like, I just like don't know like how I'm gonna like spread the light of Christ around and whatever. But I did know how to do it online. And so that was kind of like where it got started.
Oh, interesting.
And then I got a little depressed. And so it kind of went downhill. My family was like, Grace, this is cringy. Take it off the internet. So I deleted all my accounts. Was
Oh,
like done.
okay.
And then I very, rare do I have, like, those, like, intense feelings, I say from God, from the universe, whatever, where it's like, "No, you need to, like, re-download this." And so I had one of those feelings of, like, this urgency of, like, don't delete that." So I re-downloaded all my social media, and I didn't post on it for, like, a year because I was just like, "I don't wanna embarrass myself." And then I don't know, one day I just woke up and I was like, "You know what? Like, posting about Jesus, pretty not controversial, I could do that. And then I just, like, kind of realized, like, I kinda wanna just post about my clothes and just have fun with it, And it was never with the intention of becoming an influencer, it was just more like an outlet to, like, distract me from the chaos of life, and then people ended up really liking it, so but if you look way, way far back into, like, last year when I was
Way,
posting
way,
way
way, way far back into last year.
yeah, if you look at a year and a half ago when I was first starting, I was like, "I'm a self-proclaimed fashion guru," and it was like a hoodie and, like, some jean shorts, so don't look too closely. But yeah, people liked it, and then I don't know, I, like, built my confidence, and I was like, "Wait, maybe I can actually do this thing," and now we're here, so
Now you're doing it.
I mean, I'm kind of doing I don't know what I'm
You're doing it.
I'm
She's killing it.
trying.
Don't let her fool you. She is killing it.
I don't know anything, but I'm happy to be here.
I love what she's doing best. This is what I think she's doing best. Is she is very you're very true to who you are, right? And I feel like you keep it very real and that's it's approachable, right? It's people can say, "Okay, I can do that." Right? Which I think is important for us to remember that that's who women are and girls. We're just need to be reminded that we can do it. And it's not perfect and it doesn't have to be perfect, but the effort needs to be there, and if we can find people that we can say, "Okay, Grace is doing it, I can do it," then that's half the battle, right?
Yeah,
So,
totally.
I just wanna take a second and talk about my lashes right there. I love these DIY lashes, do them at home. I just think they're so perfect for busy moms. Guys, I'm in photo shoots and podcasts now, all the things, and these lashes really help me get ready so much faster and just really elevate my look. If you want to save a little money, my code is Amanda B. I seriously think you should check them out. I literally love them a ton. All right, I want to know like where are you from? I feel like your parents' story is kind of cool. Where you grew up, that kind of thing. And I will also want, and I'll remind you, but I want you to kind of tie it back into like how that's made you who you are today.
I'm from Los Angeles. Yeah, so both my parents, they're high school sweethearts, kind of. My mom was, like, 3 years younger than my dad, and my dad thought my mom was kind of, like, annoying in high school, so he was just like, "I'm literally not gonna talk to you." And then later on, they're obviously married, so it worked out, but my, dad but so my mom's mom, she's a convert. She actually got baptized through my grandpa.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Super cool. My grandpa, like, served in the military for a while, and then he came home, and then it just worked out. But yeah, and then so she's a convert, her whole family is not members, and then my dad, his dad was, like, big drinker, drug addict, like, very much out of the picture. And then my, dad technically was baptized when he was 8, but it was, like, they never went my dad, like, would work and help pay for his family and whatever, and they had, like, 7 kids, so this like, church was not in the picture for them. So, the longest or the shortest version let me rephrase. The shortest version of the story, otherwise we'd be here for hours, is my dad was inactive his entire life, and then one day just woke up and said, "I'm gonna go serve a mission."
Oh, I remember you telling me this. Yeah.
Yeah, so he went to his bishop, which was my mom's dad at the time, and was like, "Bishop Miller, I'm gonna serve a mission." And then they were like, "Okay, well, like, you have to come to church." That's like the bottom line. He's probably like, "Be an active member." So my dad did. He, like, came to church for a while. He went to the Philippines, served a mission, came home.
Francis is Filipino.
Well, my dad, he is, like,
So cool.
big, like, 6'4" white man,
Oh my god.
fluent in Tagalog, like, you would not expect it.
That's cool. He was a giant in the Philippines.
Yeah, he's a big guy. His calves are, like, this big, I swear. He's a big dude. But yeah, no, so and then they had us, all their kids, and then they've just been working, like, my whole life. So I've had a babysitter for literally as long as I can remember, since, like, kindergarten. My mom is a homicide detective, and then my dad runs the human trafficking task force for LAPD, but he just retired, like, as of, like, a month or 2.
Yes. That still doesn't negate the fact that that's what he did.
Yeah, he would go to, like, Israel and, like, save girls, and it was super cool. My dad's like a superhero in my mind, and my mom would pick up the pieces after a tragic event.
That is so isn't that fascinating though?
Yeah. So they kind of just I feel like they really instilled in me, like, being aware of my surroundings and, like, online safety, whatever, but I just think, like, they're really fierce examples. My mom especially, like, obviously I love my dad, but, like, as a woman, I feel like looking up to my mom, like, she's a working woman, she makes it happen, she goes after things she wants, and, like, she's in a very male-dominated field, but, like, she kicks butt, and she's literally the coolest person ever, so I feel like that's, like, really
If
encouraging.
they ever come here, will you please invite me over so I can meet them? I'm being serious. Actually, tell them I will actually invite them to my house. That would be weird if we all came to your apartment. So I'll host.
My little 2 bedroom, 2
Her
bathroom.
little condo. We're all like, I've got this random woman that
You can sit on my half couch. Yeah, it's good. No, I will. But yeah, I love them. They're the best.
really quick, I wanna talk about that's something I love that you brought that up because I've been as kids have gone back to school, several times if I've been out, like, taking kids to school or whatever, I see so many kids walking to school with their face down on their phones. I'm not even kidding. I saw a kid literally riding his bike to school, watching his phone like this.
That's kind of impressive. I don't know how you crash.
I was more concerned
Well, concern for sure.
for his yeah, I mean, it's fine. Yeah, it's skilled. That is pretty skilled. But, like, that's important though to I just think of the kids and they were by themselves. I mean, the bike one's not as scary. That one's more scary, like, get hit by a car and you wouldn't even know it. But the kids and this little plug, parent plug is we have got to talk to our kids when they are out and about. They cannot be so engrossed in their phone, like, no walking to school with your phone out and looking at your phone. Put it in your pocket because that is how kids get taken. That's how we get taken. Is I was actually at a protest once with a woman that her husband was a detective, and that is most of the time when girls get picked up is because they have 2 earphones or, like, earplugs in, so they have no idea what's going on in their surroundings, and they're totally invested in their phone, and that's how bad people are actually kind of picking people off is when we're super distracted.
Yeah, don't be distracted. That's how they get you.
Yeah. Take your earplugs out, tell your kids to put their phones in their freaking pocket and walk to school so they know their surroundings and they don't get taken away. Anyway.
Or buddy system too.
Yes. Yeah, get somebody to walk to school with. Anyways, back to your parents. Sorry, that was a little safety break.
That's my parents. Love them. That was basically it. I mean, what else do you want to?
So you have 4 kids in your family. Where do you sit?
There's 4 of us, and then I have older brother, they have a whole life, married, kids, older sister, married, kids, 5-year gap, me, and then my little brother's, like, literally a year and some change younger
Oh,
than me.
okay. So bam,
So
bam.
it's super fast, but yeah, it's good. I'm a middle child.
Are you besties with your little brother?
Yeah, we were, like I think because of that big age gap, like, my older siblings, once they moved out, there was, like, 5 years of just me and Travis is his name, Trav, and he and I just grew up together, and he's my best friend. I love him. Yeah.
So how has being an influencer shaped the way you see yourself outside of the online world?
That's a good I saw that question and I was like, "Oh, let me think about a good answer," because I don't feel like it's, like, literally changed my life, and, like, I don't mean it in, like, a prideful, like, arrogant way. Like, I think I grew up not feeling this is no one else made me feel like I wasn't good enough. My parents did everything they could to instill confidence in me. So in a lot of ways, I feel like my parents made me feel like I could do anything, but it was just my own personal, like, limitations in my mind of like, "Oh, like, I don't feel like I'm good enough or cool enough," or whatever, all the things. Um, and I think just, like, being an influencer honestly has done loads for my self-confidence. Like, I feel like it's really made me feel like, "Hey, no, like, I actually do have value," and it's not through online, but it's because of all, like 80,000 people who believe in me and, like, care about what I have to say and care about my life, and I think that for me was it's, like, outside of the online world, I feel like it's helped me a lot to be like, "No, like, I do have worth and other people see that too, and so I should see that in myself."
Right.
And so I think, especially the last, like, year and a half when I started this whole thing, I feel like it's, like, really cool to just see my personality, like, and just all the little changes internally in myself from, like, when I started this whole thing to now, and I'm like, I feel like I'm way more confident in myself and in my abilities and, like, kind of the plan that I think God has for me is, like, I don't look at it from a lens of, like, "Oh, I don't know if I could pull that off," and more from a lens of, like, I could totally do it.
Right.
And it's in every aspect of life, like, obviously not just online. Confidence has skyrocketed. I feel like my people skills there's some negative sides of things, but I'm only gonna talk about the positive.
No, I love negative things. They're real.
Some side is I've gotten more, social anxiety. Go to Target and everyone's like, "Hi," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Thank you so much, I actually just wanna buy this guacamole and leave, please." But it also is super nice, like, it's heartwarming in a lot of ways. No, I just think, like, overall, it's helped me kind of have better interactions with people and better be more mindful of, like, what I represent and, like, what I do has a little bit more weight than it probably did a year and a half ago, and so it kind of just keeps me on focused in my real life, I guess, if that makes sense, like, "Hey, like, let me make sure I'm still a good person and I'm doing the right."
Like doing some gut checks every yeah.
Yeah, it keeps me in check.
So we don't have to talk about this if you don't want to, but I'm gonna ask it. Um, I swear it was right after we left Zupa's, you got on stories and you were very emotional. Do you remember that? Because I was trying to watch it. Yeah, but then you took it down. So I was like, crap, I can't wait to ask Grace what the heck she was talking about.
Wait, I took it down.
Yeah, I couldn't find it again. Maybe you didn't. Was it maybe no, I swear I tried to go find it.
The one of me crying in my car?
Yes.
That's on Reels, babe. That's still up there.
Okay, I gotta go find it because I could not find it. What were you crying about?
I always said that I was so happy because, like, I was at happy tears, good grief. Here's the thing, I got some people one person the one singular hate comment I got on that video was emotionally unstable. I said, "God forbid I'm so happy," and it brought me to tears. Um, Heaven forbid I have any ounce of emotion. No, I just, like, I think it's really fun to just kind of see, like, the things I wanted for my life to unfold solely because I chose to go for it, and so after our meeting, like and then I had a good conversation with someone that I don't talk to anymore anyways. But I had a good conversation with someone, and it was a good day. So it was just like, I'm so great.
Yeah, it was a grateful cry.
Yes, it was all happy.
That's wonderful. Okay, good. That makes me happy. What moments have made you feel most confident and at peace with your platform?
Um, I think when I'm the most real on my platform is where I feel the most peace and, like, confidence because I feel like that's, like I think it's really easy online to, like, look at influencers and I do definitely put my best foot forward. I don't wanna sit there and be like, "I literally never post any" like, I am always gonna try to put my best foot forward online, like, I'm not no one wants to see, like, a depressing feed all the time, but I do think sprinkling in, like, those, like, very real conversations is important to me because I want people to, like, see me as a person, and I feel like when I do that and I'm just, like, honest and open with my audience, I feel like that's where I feel the most, like, confidence in who I am and, like, in my platform because I feel like I've just built I don't know if this is really making sense.
No, it does. It makes completely
I
sense.
feel like it's, like, where I've built a community and the connection feels genuine. Genuine is, like, a huge like, being genuine is a huge, huge deal for me because I never wanna, like, be someone that's fake or, like, you see them online and then you meet them in person and then it's like, they're actually the worst ever. So I'm like, I just always hope that, like, people have good interactions with me outside of that, but I do think, like, as far as my platform goes, like, the videos or the things that have brought me, like, the most peace and the most confidence, has been, like, those raw, real, genuine moments where I feel like people actually, like, can connect with me, and it's maybe not, like, the prettiest or the most glamorous or attractive version of myself, but, like, it's real, and I that has brought me a lot of confidence in my platform. And then, of course, when I get the videos that have, like, millions of views, I feel on the top of the world. So, but that's, pretty rare that that happens, but every once in a while.
You've navigated some super controversial spaces, right? Like you really have. And I want to know what have you learned about yourself through those experiences? But maybe let's talk a little bit about the controversies that have really like I mean, I do think it's the controversies that's kind of made you go viral, honestly. So what turned how did that turn? Like what did that look like as that kind of started to shift a little bit?
God bless all my haters. Thank you. I could not be here without you.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah, no, and that's really where I've gotten to a point now where I'm like, "Hey, press is press." Like, if people are talking I have, like, some Reddit posts made about me,
Ooh.
which is super exciting. I, like, went and looked at it and it's like, I actually hate Grace Evans, like so I made a fake Reddit account, and I actually commented on that, and I was like, "She's literally the worst. I know her in person, she's awful."
It's terrible.
Just hey, it stirs the pot, it gets people talking. Yeah, no, I think navigating the controversy has been, you know, this is probably not the right thing to say, but it's how I really feel. I feel like uh the consistent lesson that I feel like God is trying to teach me is to just take the high road. I'm so tired of taking it
Oh,
sometimes. I'm like,
interesting.
I would love to just spit back and catch it, and sometimes I have. Yeah, like, sometimes I've commented back to people, I'm like, "And you're ugly." Like, probably shouldn't say that. You can cut that out. But that's really what I have done in the
And
past.
your feed is in all caps.
And your hairline's receding, but I can't say that, though. Don't put that in the podcast. Or you can, actually, I don't care. Literally, I'm like, well, okay, so I think the bottom line is, like, learning how to, like, take the high road and let people just say what they wanna say. Because the reality is, like, they don't know me. This is a 7-second video of me online with a tan-colored shirt, and people are like, "She's awful, she's the worst person ever," and I'm, like, getting, like, death threats. I had one video that I'd posted, and it was, like, "De-influencing you." I felt like it was really wholesome, and it was like, "Hey, you're loved, and, like, no one's perfect, and we're all just trying our best," and someone was like, "Please die of cancer and suffer." And I was like, "Thank you." Like, and I just think the reality of it is, like, I woke up to that at, like, 8 AM on a couch. I was like, "This is good morning, world." But no, I just think, like, what I've realized in my short time online is, like, people are just gonna be mad no matter what, solely because they just are haters. They were just like, that's what they wanna do with their life, and that's fine, but, like, I would rather invest my energy into, like, my friends and my family and the things I care about rather than, like, sitting and reading my comments online and being like, "No, user 27481 with no profile picture doesn't respect me." Like, it's like, who cares? Like, I don't know you. I'll probably never meet you in real life. Like, it's fine. So, I think with navigating the controversy, it's just been more like, "Is this really worth my time to sit here and argue with an internet troll?"
Right,
Probably not.
right.
And I'm happier when I don't read my comments. Most times I get, like, the most sad and the most overwhelmed is when I'm reading comments, and I'll call my mom and I'm like, "Ah," like, I'm like, "Just really struggling." She's like, "Did you read your comments?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
actually
actually,
I did. How'd you know?"
again.
So, again, and it's still disappointing, but sometimes I get really nice comments too, so just depends on the day, but,
So what's been the biggest controversy that you've kind of ruffled people's feathers over?
for sure the nude bodysuit. Everyone hates that. I love it though. It's no different than the 2012 nude shade shirts from down east. It's just a little more creative, a little more effective, but that whatever, it's fine. Um, I think that and I posted another video that got a lot of I think, first of all, just being a member of the church in general, it's probably the most controversial of them all. Probably, they're like, "She's not a Christian!" I'm like, it's fine. It's all good. I love you anyways. That was probably the most controversial, just being a member in general. And then nude bodysuit for sure. Another one was calling out the members who were contributing to the toxic culture within the church. Because I had some people that were like, it, you've probably had some experiences with members too. I think every member of the church probably has, where it's like, it's just some random person, and they're like, you're not like living the gospel the same way I'm living the gospel,
Right,
therefore you're a bad member, and then they'll like shame you for it,
right,
and I'm like,
right.
okay, well, we built sin still, so it's kind of so crazy. Um, that one, I posted a video, and it was like something along the lines of like, if you're a member sitting in my comments like belittling me for how I live the gospel, like you are just as much as the problem,
Right.
and like that's why people leave the church. And so that was another really controversial thing.
Yeah. So, little side note, so both Grace and I are both members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So when we say the gospel, or when Grace says she served a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And she's speaking of other members of our faith that like to go in comments and shame her for
Shrugged my shoulders.
yeah, showing shoulders. So also a little backstory, because I think this is important too, but there is new garments coming out, and we can go into that later, but essentially they are sleeveless, and that is a big shift within our culture. For ever since forever, shoulders have been covered, and that's been something that we as a culture have done to show modesty and just respect for our garments. And that has changed because they have, well, in certain countries, and some members have gotten the garments. Grace has the new garments. I actually have the new garments. I got them in Taiwan. How did you get your?
My brother's girlfriend has family in Egypt, and she loved me enough to give me some.
Awesome. So that's where a lot of Grace's controversies have come from, is she's styling the new garment, and that is a lot different and a lot, I would say, it's not less modest, but less modest than what we are used to culturally, and that has brought on a lot of haters, which is fine. It's gonna happen because change is hard and it's different. It's different. So
Yeah. Also with, like, all the hate comments, I feel like a lot of it's, like, not even about me. It's more just, like, someone else's own personal issues with either the garment or with the church or with like, it has literally nothing to do with me most of the time, minus a couple.
what's that comment on the girls is so we had a back to school shoot and my daughters danced in it. And for a lot of schools, there is a dress code where you can't wear tanks or sleeveless tops. And so a lot of kids, a lot of moms buy half tees for their daughters to go back to school because then you can wear all the summer tanks, all the summer dresses you can wear back to school. What was the comment? I mean, it was brutal, but basically like what's so demonic? Was it demonic? Did they Yeah, find it really quick. It was I mean, it's so intense, and it's literally the cutest reel of Cooper and Clancy dancing. It's actually gotten I mean, they've done really, really well with it, but, it was all about that we were saying that shoulders were immodest, which was very fascinating. But
Kind of puritanical hellscape are you guys living in where you can't wear the outfit without a t-shirt under it? Shoulders, how pornographic. Pornographic.
yeah, that was a comment. That's pretty intense. But it's not about the 2 girls, like, it's not they she wasn't, like, saying the girls were, it was the fact that we were suggesting that wearing tank or, whatever, so it's very you are right, they aren't necessarily talking about the actual person in the video, they're talking about the message or whatever it is we're trying to convey and whatever it is we're put
Think you're trying to convey
Yeah.
because they know you so well, and they've met you in person and know everything about you.
Right. Now, moving on. How do you decide what's worth this is good. I feel like you kind of already answered it, but how do you decide which ones to do like comment back to and which ones to let go? Is it kind of like a nudge thing? Like, oh, I probably should respond to that or no, Grace, let that go.
I there's a lot that I would like to respond to. I'll see things every now and then that I'm like, "Hmm, that's actually an insane statement coming from this user," but I'm not, can't I, there's a quote out there somewhere, "Gotta keep a slim ego for a thick wallet," and you know what? I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. But also just, like, I don't know, there's just other things I'd rather do with my time than respond on comments. So when it comes to, like, deciding whether or not I respond, it's literally just, like, that gut feeling, whether, whatever, just like, "Hey, maybe I should respond to this person or maybe I shouldn't." If it's something that's like yeah, I don't know, actually, it's completely random. I don't really have a system. I usually just say, "Don't reply to anything," unless I feel super inclined to. Yeah, so which is pretty rare. Every now and then I'll respond.
Yeah, interesting. All right, what do you want your audience to understand about you that they may not see from just your posts?
I actually got this question this might not be the answer that you want for your podcast, but I got this question the other day on I did, like, a Q&A on my stories.
Uh-huh. Oh, I love those, by the way. Like, those have been very fascinating.
I love those as well. They're so fun. And then if I say anything bad, it's only up for 24 hours, so it goes away.
That's true.
I think I got that question the other day on my Q&A on my story, and I don't really know if I care if anyone understands me online
Oh,
anymore.
interesting.
Like, I just am like, I could sit there and try to explain myself over and over and over again and, like, really hope that people, like, see me for what I'm worth and, like, where my heart is at, but I'm like, there's always someone that doesn't, and so I'm like, I just don't care anymore. If you think I'm one way, double it and pass to the next person. Um, I do think when it comes to, like, my actual, like, community that I've built online, I hope they know, like, from the bottom of my heart, I really do care about them. Like, it's not this is not just, like, something that makes me money. It doesn't make me money. Thank you. But also just, like, I literally would not be where I'm at in life if it weren't for their support and their kindness and, like, their encouragement, and that's built my confidence in so many ways. So, like, I hope that they know that it's, like, really genuine. Um, but beyond that, I don't care.
That's fine. I mean, you have to. You have to get to a certain point where you're like, it's fine. It's fine. You're gonna look it or you're not, and it's okay.
The girls that get it, That's kinda where I'm at.
I agree. I agree.
I want to talk about my necklace. You'll see me wearing this necklace a lot. It's from the Risen shop. I love it. It is the Resurrected Savior. It's one of my favorite pieces that I literally probably wear every single day. I have it in silver as well. If you want to save 15% off, just use my code Amanda. That's it, Amanda, and you'll get 15% off. I promise you will love it and wear it every day.
All right, next. Who has been your source of grounding or encouragement for you during both the high and the low moments?
There's so many people and it's for different reasons. Like I have people like I have friends within the industry. So like when it's like online highs and lows, I'm like, Sarah, Taya, like I'll talk to like my friends and be like, dude, I don't know what to do. But honestly, I think my family, it's not even a singular person, but like my mom, she'll be like, you can't read the comments. Or like my dad, he's like very invested in what I do. And he'll, like, read little articles about social media and be like, "Hey, I just read this in case, like, you
Oh,
wanted
that's
to know," and it's, like,
cute.
really cute. And so I feel like my family's been a big support. My brother Ty is, like, a huge support for me, like, especially as of the last few months, like, I had a post I wore a top that was controversial. It's actually taken down, and I'm not gonna refer to it anymore because I'd prefer to just let that in the past. But I wore a shirt that was apparently problematic that I made myself, and I was so proud of it. But it's okay. It's fine. But anyways, I had lost, like, hundreds of followers because of that post specifically, and I, like, remember I called my brother crying, like, "Dang, I just feel like I can't be myself, and I can't express myself the way I want to," and my brother and I, like, had, like, a 2-hour conversation of just, like, "Dude, it doesn't matter, and people are gonna like you for you, and it's okay, like, you'll get that back, it's fine." And so my brother Ty has been, like he's very realistic, I think, when I talk to him about stuff because it's just, like I don't I'm trying to think of an appropriate way to say this, but, like, happy
Oh, yes.
but,
Yeah.
like, it's just kind of like, don't yes, like, middle finger it.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, like, just like, dude, it doesn't matter, like, some of the world might not like you, and then other people will be like, "That's exactly the kind of person that I wanna follow." And so my brother Ty has actually been, like, a huge help and has kind of grounded me in a lot of ways of just like, "Dude, just be grace, it doesn't matter." And, like, flop errors are cool. If you're flopping a little, it means you're onto something. Like, I don't know.
And honestly, people love failure. I mean, as pathetic as it sounds, they actually love to watch us fail, and that's okay. Yeah, that's okay too. Yeah.
Yeah, my family, honestly, I turn to them for a lot of things, and they kinda just keep me sane, and they also help me see the bigger picture, like, dude, social media is not my entire life,
Right.
like, I still have so much ahead.
Sure.
So,
How old are you?
I'm 23.
23. So you're
I'm a
my oldest.
baby.
I'm a baby. You do have. And I think too, I was thinking, I was thinking also it's okay to take people's opinions and their feedback, whether it's nice or not, because we all can use help in how we communicate. But it's okay to take people's feedback and to pivot, right? And say, okay, maybe that was too far.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe that yes, is that me? Yes, but I still have a presence here and I still have a brand. Like you do have a brand, you do have a small business, and we have to be respectful also to those people that have built our businesses
Yeah,
with us, right?
100%.
And so I do think that that's an awesome way for us to just, humility, having a little bit of humility and being like you took it down. You're not even gonna talk about it anymore because you know that for whatever reasons, I don't know, I can't wait to ask you after we're all there. But, but for whatever reason, you are willing to pivot and say, "Okay, fine. This isn't gonna be a defining moment, but it might be a moment that I can learn and just kinda know where that edge is, or whatever that means."
Yeah,
Interesting.
100%.
So, what has been the most meaningful message or feedback you received from a follower?
Um, there's been it's there's been so much, and it was actually a hate comment, which I usually am like, "I don't read those." I do sometimes. There was one, and it made me really sad. I, like, called my mom afterwards, and I was like, "Dude, mom, like, as my mother, can you please tell me, like, if I'm, like, going off the rails?" But it was this one comment, and she was like, I used to follow Grace, um, and she basically just said, like, she used to be, like, really good and really wholesome, and I feel like over the years, she's just gotten, like, really bratty and really kind of, like, focused on the wrong things. She's like, "I hope that she finds her way." And, like, I was like, "Oh," like, it was like this, like, pit in my stomach of, like, "Am I, like, losing focus of what's important and, like, what matters?" And so that was probably the most meaningful, even though it was hurtful, but, like, I needed to hear it, and I remember I called my mom, and I was like, "Mom, do you think I'm, do you think I've, like, changed for the worst? And, like, do you think, like, I need to readjust?" And we had a really long conversation, and my mom was like, "Honestly, no. Like, I think you're okay, but also, like, it was what you were saying, like, if you get this feedback, these are from people that have helped build my account, and also, like, their opinion, even though I'm like, 'Hey, this is my life, and I wanna do what I want.' totally still stand by that. It is my life and I can do what I want, but also it's just like, these are people who are supportive of me, and I also wanna make sure that they know that I care about them and they care about, like, producing content that is valuable to them and helps them feel good about themselves. And so I think after that comment, I was just like, "Dang, like, maybe I should, like, have a little more humility." And back at that time, I think my account was at, like, on average monthly, like 20 to 30 million views per month. It was, like, crazy, and I was like, "I'm I'm the coolest person alive." And so I did need to humble myself a little bit, and so there's as much as I didn't like hearing the comment or reading it, I didn't hear it, I read it. As much as I didn't like reading the comment, I still it kind of, like, put me back in a headspace of, like, "Hey, like, remember where this comes from and, like, who I am, and carry myself with a little bit more class." And so, yeah, that was probably my most meaningful.
Yeah, I like it. That's great. So, what do you hope other women take away from following you?
Don't shrink yourself just to win people over. Like, that's my biggest thing is, like, you can be as loud or as bold as you wanna be, even though this whole podcast, I'm like, "Take the feedback, though." But genuinely, I just think, like, God created you to be who you are and have your personality and have your style and your way of living, and, like, there's a reason why you're here, and He has a plan for you. And I just think, like, the moment you just are, like, completely confident in yourself and in what you have to offer to the world, like, that is where you find the most success and the most fulfillment in life. That's just my opinion, but, like, I really do think that, like, if you shrink yourself, like, all you're doing is shooting yourself in the foot. You're actually not doing a favor for anyone, and no one cares also. Like, just be yourself and be loud and exciting and take up space, and the world's gonna love you for it anyways, so that's honestly.
I love it. I think that it kind of feeds into also like no one's thinking about you.
No.
They're not. They're like literally see you 1 year for basketball, our team motto, which I got so much heat from my other coaches because they were like, it's so negative. I'm like, not really, because it's so real. But our team motto was no one cares, work harder. Like there we think people are out there thinking about us all the time. They're not. They're not thinking about you all the time. They might be thinking about you when they're on social and they're watching your stories and blah, blah, and then they're literally on to the next person that they're either
Yeah.
loving or hating, right?
I think our attention span, I'm pretty sure this is kind of a sidetrack, but I'm pretty sure there's some studies saying that our attention span is about the same as a goldfish right now.
Oh,
Like
wow.
human beings, because of like social media and
Yes.
how like rapid things are.
Yes.
Like, oh, I cannot emphasize enough. Like people see you for a literal millisecond and then they probably won't think about you again unless they're the weird Redditor.
Right. Or they're the ones that are like, ooh, I'm going to comment. And then they make a comment and then they're gone again.
Yeah.
In fact, the haters are gone the most because I will respond to hater comments and they're gone. They don't even come back to like even fight. And I'm like, well, that was boring. I spent so many minutes trying to figure out how I was going to say that. Yeah, text, delete, text, oh, this is it. Send. And then you don't even get it back.
No one cares.
Yeah, no one cares. No one cares. I love it. So if like throughout the process, I feel like your pivot moment, I call them Eve moments, where God's like, this is what you are meant to do, right? We have multiple Eve moments. And most of the time, I feel like the Eve moments in our life is we can either sit and stay where we are and be completely happy, right? Or when we decide in that moment, generally speaking, those moments have a humongous rippling effect on everybody, right? A lot of people, just like Eve, choosing what she chose. And so I feel like your Eve moment was when the Spirit said, nope, get back on social media, right? But have you had any other moments like that you just have felt like, oh yeah, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, or I need to tweak and
Yeah. Oh, a million of the tweaks, millions of those. Um, Yeah, there's been a lot of rippling effects for me. It's mostly I my own personal struggle is getting outside of my house and,
okay,
like, talking to people and being social because it's a little overwhelming. It didn't used to, but now in Utah County, I don't really love it all the time because it's, like, every other.
yes,
I went to, like, an institute thing, a couple days ago, and I think I walked, like, 10 feet and got stopped
oh
probably
shoot,
7 or 8 times, and I was like, "Okay, like, I just wanna hang out and, like, get to." You know what, and I'm super grateful for it in a lot of also, I'm literally on UVU campus, so it's like I should have expected being there, that was gonna happen, but I think when I have gone outside of my comfort zone in those situations and talk to people and get to know them, like that's been the big rippling effect. I think Heavenly Father, at least in my life, it's all about people and connection. That's like where I feel like I've seen the most blessings or like the most like ripple effects, like those Eve moments, is when I choose to forget about grace for a second and ask someone else about themselves. And they'll say something that I needed to hear that inspires me to do whatever X, Y, and Z thing. So I think that's been a lot of it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. And then I didn't originally start posting outfits. I originally started
Oh.
just posting like Jesus-y stuff, which also didn't perform that well anyway, so it didn't matter. But my first like ripple effect or whatever was because some girl in my ward was like, "I really love your outfits. Like, you should do like post more."
Oh,
And I was
cool.
like, "Oh, okay." So like I just like posted one, and my first ever video that I ever posted about like garment friendly outfits got like 300,000 views. And I was like, "Okay, like that's we'll take it and run." And it's kind of just gotten more and more from there, and lots of ripple effects online, but it's usually through other people though. I like the bottom line, it's always through other yeah, getting outside of Grace's world and caring about someone else.
Oh, that is a great motto to live, right? Getting outside our own worlds and just looking
Yeah.
outside of what our tiny little understanding of sphere is. All right, my favorite part of the show is Would You Rather? This is a family game. I've said it a million times, and I'm going to stop saying that. Family game. My husband plays it with us all the time. It's like his favorite thing to do. So, would you rather be able to wear one color the rest of your life or never be able to wear the same outfit twice?
Never be able to wear the same outfit twice.
You would rather wear the same color for the rest of your life?
No, I would rather wear wait, oh, sorry, I'm okay, just cut that out. I'm sorry. I would rather No, I was right. I would rather never be able to wear the same outfit twice. Like, I'd rather just always have to have a new outfit.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, that was kind of confusing. That was a terrible start to our Would I Rather.
But I low-key do wear the same color every single day anyways. I like, not today, but I usually am always in black.
Yeah, you do love black. But you do have your black bag and you have your black like leather jacket. So you're still repping with your black heels. So you haven't cheated too much on your black.
No, but I would rather just mix up my outfits, I think.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Would you rather your followers pick your outfits for a week or or your mom pick your outfits for a week?
Um, my mom's style is really good.
Okay.
I would probably say, but I feel like my followers are like T. Like they're like, do you know what that is? It's
I
like
thought this was Clock It. This isn't Clock It?
it's like T gag it. Like I don't know. My followers like also know it's so cute, but I get slightly worried that maybe I'll let my followers pick my outfits for a week. Should I start a series?
Oh, yeah, you should actually.
Genius. Ripple effects. I'll let my followers pick my outfits for a week.
That'd actually be kind of fun.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun. That's actually so genius. I love that you asked that. So
Oh, me too. No idea. Okay. Would you rather always overdress for every event or always underdress for every event?
overdress. Well,
Our conversation, like our text, is like, I could pull it up. It's actually so funny. Let me pull it up. It's actually
I
hilarious.
just like, but this is the thing. I've gone to influencer events in sweats also.
Oh,
So
okay.
it depends on the mood. But I would rather like pull up and just clock everyone's tea, rather than like
Clock everyone's tea. I'm so confused.
It's like Slay Body Mommy.
Mamacita type.
Clock everyone's tea.
I just want to mog on everyone.
Wait. What? You just want to mog on everyone? What the H is mog?
This means like be like so attractive that it's like
That everyone else looks bad. Like that's what Kyle would always say. He's like, "You're mugging everyone in this." And I was like, "You're sick. You're a psycho."
Okay. Mogging means look better than everyone else
yeah.
and clock their tea.
Literally, if you just pull up with like your smoky eye and you're
Yeah.
done deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. what I need to do, what is her Gen X, Gen Z, Gen W? What are you? Gen Z. We instead of instead of would you rather, we actually do need to do a segment of like lingo
Oh,
and if
yeah.
I actually know what the lingo means. Because clock your T had no idea and Moggy. No.
Mom, you're so skibbity. You know what I'm saying?
I know what Riz means.
Riz.
Yeah. Is that
Riz
out
is a
though?
little yeah, you're old.
It's out.
Mom goes, "You're trying to riz yourself right now." Like, what are you talking about?
Like
What
6,
is
7.
rizzing?
6, 7.
I still don't understand that.
I don't either. I'm so confused. Okay, we're getting back to our game. Okay. Would you rather only wear ooh, this is terrible. I know what I would choose. Would you rather only wear heels every day or only wear sneakers every day?
Oh, I love heels though, but probably sneakers because, well, my calves would be insane
Yeah,
if I
they'd
were
be
wearing heels today. I'm wearing them today
They look
solely
good.
to look
Where'd you
like I
get
know what
those?
I'm
They're
talking
actually
about.
very, very cute.
Amazon, they're so comfy.
Oh, they're so
They have the
cute.
padding in there. They're nice. I would probably wear sneakers every day though, realistically, because
You can do a lot with sneakers. You can look super Riz with sneakers or mogging everybody.
you'd mug everyone with
I mean, we'd mog like crazy with sneakers on every Cody's dying.
Sounds stupid. It's okay. Not stupid. You're so silly.
Okay, all right. Would you rather? Oh wait, no, I did this. Okay, this is terrible too. This is gonna be an awful choice. Okay, either way, you're screwed. Would you rather always have to wear socks with sandals or always have to wear Crocs to fancy events? That's a hard one.
because okay.
Socks with sandals, or Crocs to what?
Just to fancy events?
Yeah, just to fancy events.
I would do Crocs to fancy events. They have Croc heels.
Oh, you could get like platforms. You're right.
They're still ugly. But you know what? Sometimes I think, and this is just me, I have a weird hyperfixation on really ugly shoes right now. Not today.
Yeah, I've seen your ones.
The toe thing, and I want the 5-finger toe shoes.
Well, those
I
are
want them
fine.
so bad.
Okay.
And I think sometimes this has been like my little hyperfixation is like seeing how many people can actually click on the link and get it solely because Grace wore it.
Oh,
And it's kind of been really fun. So I have a weird pair of like Croc mule things that are not Crocs, they're off brand. I had like 7 people buy them,
really?
which is not many because they were kind of ugly, but they're like these like bubblegum pink and you could see your toes through them. So it's kind of a fun little challenge. So honestly, if I wore it to an event, I feel like I could somehow make it work. And
Okay.
like be like, this was a choice.
Yeah, and I mogged it.
Yeah. I clocked everyone's tea with these
Yeah, and
Croc heels.
I clocked everyone's
I
tea.
crocked
with my
everyone's
Crocs.
heels.
I
Clocked everyone's tea.
Okay, moving on.
Crocs, please sponsor us.
Yes. Okay. Would you rather always have mismatched shoes or always have mismatched earrings?
Ooh, earrings. Because I actually think that's fun. I have a couple mismatched earrings, actually. I think they're fun.
Do people say, "Hey, you kind of got your earrings mixed up"?
No. But I don't go out, though.
That's true. You're
I'm not social.
hanging out in your house.
I think mismatched earrings, though.
Okay, cool. All right. Would you rather get stuck in an elevator with someone who won't stop talking? That would be your worst nightmare. As
I do love people, though, but like.
probably okay. Or some I don't read these on purpose so that I'm like surprised too. Or someone who won't stop singing.
Oh my gosh. Wait, because I guess if they were singing, you could at least like have like a little jam session.
Okay, true.
But probably talking. Like I'd rather be stuck with someone talking because
Than
maybe you have some
singing.
good combos.
Maybe they
Because
can't
what if they were a
sing.
bad singer? Yeah, exactly. What if they're like a bad singer? I'd be like, oh my gosh,
Yeah, I agree.
how many hours are we stuck in the elevator?
But if they could sing and like you guys could jam together, that would actually be kind of
Yeah, it'd still get kind of old after like 10 minutes though.
okay. That's true. But the talking, choosing talking. Okay. Well,
Unless they're boring.
and monotone. And then one day
Unless they
I
talk like me.
like you.
Just talk like this.
All right. Well, that is a wrap. Before we wrap up, though, we do fit checks. So we're gonna do a fit check. Do you want me to close it first or what do you do?
I want to make sure it's not wrinkly.
That's like what my puppy does right now to like get a sun. Thank you so much for coming. This has been very, very fun, and I've loved every minute of it. Guys, if you need to find Grace, it is Grace Evans with one E. Yeah.
It's Vans.
Yeah, Grace
on
Vans.
Instagram. But if you look up Grace Evans, it'll probably pop up.
Okay, perfect. Grace Vans on Instagram. Do you have any other social media handles?
No, well, on TikTok, it's the same. Grace Evans, Grace Vans, and that's actually all I do.
Okay, that's great. TikTok, Instagram, you can find her. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I hope it was a fun segment for you. So I would just want you to remember her layered life is more than her layered life. I want to say that though. I just want you to remember her layered life is about more than businesses. It's about real stories, the resilience, and the layers that make us who we are. Every choice we make, every dollar we spend is a chance to shape the world we want to see. So remember, until next time, let your choices shape the world you want to see and love every layer of your life. Mwah. This is very awkward with the mic. I will be honest. We are doing a fit check today with a giant podcast mic, which actually makes this very awkward.
So, who are you wearing?
Oh, let's do it interview
okay.
style. Okay.
Amanda, who are you wearing today?
Zara jeans, Guns N' Roses tee. I've got a sleeveless turtleneck half tee on and Birkenstocks. I actually got the cutest little earrings on too for the listening hope, and I actually love them. I have no. Oh yeah, thank you for following me. 'Cause I want everyone to hear me. I don't know where I got my necklaces, but I actually put them on because I felt like they totally had a Grace vibe. Did I match your vibe?
Thank you,
How'd I
Barbie.
do? How'd I do?
That's really good. I love it. And I love earrings too. I actually,
Thanks.
I
Are they
didn't know
so
were, like,
cute?
open at the end.
I know.
Cute.
I think they're cute. They
Oh.
call them horseshoe. Anyway.
All right. Who am I wearing? My outfit is. We're in an experimental era right now. Okay. This shirt I bought from Amazon. Really as a gag, to be so honest with you.
Internet micro celebrity.
I had to look it up to make sure that I actually was a niche internet micro celebrity
Are
first.
you?
Yes.
Okay.
Technically. I bought it as a gag. Amanda said you should wear that, and I actually do really love this shirt, so
It
it's
is
kind of
so
fun.
cute.
I'm wearing a little sleeveless half tee.
And that works with your garment.
It works with my garments. It's right. I don't know if I want to show the.
No, it's fine.
It works with the garments.
Okay.
My shorts are little jorts from Urban Outfitters. A lot of people think that I actually stained them, but they came like this, and it was a choice. Heels are from Amazon. Heels are from Amazon, and the jacket that I have is from ASOS, and it's really cute on.
It's so cute.
It is really cute, and I zipped it all the way to the top, and I feel really cool when I wear it. But I only wore it because my shirt was wet from the dryer, and I needed to heat it up. So, but it's so cute. And then my bag's from Amazon, and I have this little bunny also from Amazon.
So cute.
Amazon fashion, hit me up.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Well, fit check. OOTD. Wait, what would we say? What's a cool? We rizzed it. We come on. Wait.
I can't think of it on the
Like
spot.
that. What is this? You've been saying it the whole time.
Oh,
Did we clock it?
yeah. That's what you say.
Yeah.
Clocked
it. Oh, not clocked it. Just clock it.
Clock it.
Okay,
Or should
my
I
bad.
say gag it? Is that better?
Oh,
I like gag it better, low key.
Okay, low key, gag it. Okay.
Okay.
I know it's so nice.
Gag it is like
What's gag
it's like, gag it is like when someone clutches their pearls like they're like choking.
Like
You look so good.
Oh, definitely gag it. Okay, ready? Do we do this? What's the hand signal? Oh, this is gag it.
Sure.
Don't don't do it if it's not.
It kind of is.
Okay. Okay, stop it. Okay. Gag it.